Okay, day 16. I'm just leaving the Benambra Corryong Road campsite, heading towards Morass Creek, which is normally as good as the name sounds. It's a bit of a ugly crossing, this one, and it flows off farmland, so it's a little polluted too. Anyway, once I'm over that, heading towards the Mitta, and then probably tonight, all going well, around Gill Creek. I'm hoping to camp above the creek somewhere though, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, promises to be a fairly solid day uphill, probably close to 1,000 metres again. All right, weather's looking a little overcast and grey, but I reckon it'll burn off when the sun comes out, hopefully. Got a wobbly over there watching me. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Where is he? Yeah, I can't see him. There he is, I think. Still feeling pretty good. Picked up food drop last night, so that's good. Yeah, another couple of days I'll be up on the high plains or Mount Wills, which would be more my kind of country that I know a little bit better than this bit here. All right, I'll catch up with you later when there's something to see. So I'm just dropping down to my Morass Creek that I've got to cross. I'm still 50 metres above the creek. I can hear it from here. This can sometimes be a bit of a tricky crossing too. Anyway, we'll deal with it when we get down there. Looks very pretty from here though. All right, this is where I'm going to cross somewhere. Definitely no hope of dry feet here. I'm not taking my shoes off in this either. I think I'm going to cross just over there. As you can see, there's some fairly substantial rocks in the bottom of this one. And then when I get out the other side, I've got tussock to deal with. And then I'll climb into those hills, which will all be good. So I'm across through the tussock. The tussock also has little rivulets flowing through it that are knee deep. Now I'm going to climb up to the top of those cliffs somewhere. Looks like I've got to wade through some blackberries first, so I might put the phone away. Still climbing through the thistles and blackberries. It's not too bad though. At least there's a track. Okay, I've successfully climbed out of Morass Creek. Had to drop back down now. I'm heading to the Mitta for lunchish. That'll actually be the lowest point I reach until I get to the last day at O'Shea's Mill. So, needless to say, from the Mitta I got a bit of climbing in front of me. Anyway, I don't mind the climbing. It gets a bit tedious pushing through thistles and blackberries and regrowth though. But anyway, it's all been pretty good this morning, really. A few blackberries, I don't know. A bit of blood on my leg there. I think, touch of blood there. Not too bad, really. All right, I'll fire up again when I get down to the road. So I've just emerged on Lower Tablelands Road. I've got a choice to make now. I can push through there, which is the old route that they've apparently cleared all the, I think the Scottish broom infestation out of, or I can walk the roads. I'm a little bit worried about this route because of the length along the river. I reckon it's going to be infested with blackberries. So I think I'm going to go Chapman's route. All trails and Guthicks are all, and at Far Out are all telling me to go the road. So I think I'll go the road. I've had enough type 2 fun for the last 3 days since I come over the border. All right. There is still a marker up here on the road. I can see in the tree, just past this big tree here. So anyway, it means the next few Ks will be a little bit easier and I won't get too scratched up for a while. So I was talking to some ladies doing a section hike from Benambra Corryong Road to Kiandra yesterday, or the day before, Zoe and Meg, and they were saying how they were on the Victorian bit. They were had a friend with a 4-wheel drive who was meeting them and driving them on some of the roads, and they were walking the walking tracks, and they said they're not anal about it. And I said, yeah, I think I'm the same. I mean, as long as I get the journey from, I'm not taking lifts, but as long as I get the journey from, Tharwa to Walhalla pretty much all the way, a few variations here and there, like the chairlift down to Threadbow and then walk up to Dead Horse Gap. That's not the official route. And this one here was the official route, but like I said, they've reopened along the Mitta River. But after the last 3 days of pretty much all type 2 walking, I'm ready for a little bit of easy walking, so I'm going to take the old route. Another section that I know last time I didn't take the official route over the Twins. The weather was shit and I just took the 4-wheel drive track around the bottom. I don't think it matters. I think so long as you walk it, you're not taking... I mean, I wouldn't... If you want to take lifts, that's fair enough. But I like to walk it, or catch if there's a boat trip. Like on the Kungsled when I was in Sweden, a lot of boat trips across lakes. That's part of the walk. There was a bus journey up a highway for 30 Ks. It's part of the journey. You can't do much about it. So anyway, just thought I'd try and clear that up in case anyone says anything in the comments. All right, I'll get walking. There probably won't be a lot to see in this road walking. I'll just be enjoying a bit of wide open space. Take it easy. So this is about as bucolic as the Australian Alps Track gets, if you follow this Tablelands Road section. So they've still left the old markers on this route. Maybe parks aren't too confident the track's going to stay walkable for too long. So I just had a 4-wheel drive pull over, a couple of blokes with high vis in the front and a couple of bushwalkers in the back. A couple of ladies walking the Alpine track up to Threadbow, and they said they tried to do the river route this morning and got lost, so made their way back up to the road, and these blokes have given them a lift up to the track. So sounds like I might have made the right call avoiding that new section on the Mitta. Anyway, all good. Progress is being made. I'm still hoping for an early lunch down at the Mitta Bridge. There's some prime beef for you. So this is the Mitta River. It's one of two fairly substantial bridges on the Alpine track I'm going to cross. Well, the second one down on the Thompson at Poverty Point is out of action, I think, so I won't be crossing that one, maybe. But yeah, nice to have a bridge. This is the picnic area where you're not meant to camp. I'm not camping, obviously. And that area over there on the other side is the camping spot for if you need to camp here. It's a long walk from the dunny though. Just between me and you, if I was going to camp here, I'd wait till about 6 o'clock at night and wander over. Alright, I've got a fair afternoon's climb in front of me, so I better get going, I suppose. I had a bit of a break. So, Taylor's Crossing where I am now is pretty much halfway to Walhalla. I think I mentioned I'll cross this river again in a few days. It'll be called Big River. A lot smaller than this though. So it's about 12:30. I'm at 4 Mile Creek, climbing up, heading towards Gill Creek tonight. This is the last water till camp. It's 12:30. I've got about an 800 metre climb, or about 800 metres of climbing ahead of me. Anyway, filled the water bottles up and time to start climbing for the afternoon, I suppose. So I've just climbed up 4 Mile, heading up Kelly's. There's meant to be a link track through the scrub up the side of the hill, which is the AAWT. I know where it's meant to be, but I couldn't see anything but scrub, so I just walked around a long way. Be interesting to see if there's a track when I get to the top bit up here. We shall see. Yeah, so that's where the track was meant to come in, through that. The road's a much better option, I think. I'm heading up here. Plan Burns works in this area. There's a map here. Okay, Plan burning in this area. Right on the edge of the track by the look of it. Alright, I don't think anyone's burning today. I'm going to keep climbing. I don't know if you've noticed, have a looking for yellow or grey markers anywhere at any of these intersections. You're on the AAWT now. So, most of the climb's done. That's a fair grunt. I've got a bit of a roller coaster ride now along this ridge line for a couple of Ks. There's just one more, this one in the distance here, I think you can see it. I think that's probably the biggest climb I've got left. It's only about, it's gonna be steep, but I think it's only 50 or so metres. Anyway, all good, progress is being made. So the walk along this ridge has actually been really good. since I got up, just up and down gently. It's not too hard at all. Lots of mature trees up here. Doesn't look like it's been burnt for a while, but look what I just found. The remains of an Australian Alps walking track post. Totally torched. Anyway, we have a sign that we're going the right way. Okay, that's the easy bit of the day done, the climb up the fire track. Time for a bit of feral action now as I drop down towards Gill Creek. Let's see how this goes, eh? So far so good. There's a definite pad. I've even seen a few track markers scattered through. So if it stays like this all the way down to the creek, happy days. We'll see how we go. It's a beautiful day today. I was just talking to Sam, and the weather's meant to be pretty ordinary tomorrow. They're predicting snow down to, I think it was 1,700 metres. So it'll be good though, because I'm heading to Mount Wills tomorrow. So while I might be high enough for snow, there's a hut up there if I need it. So as long as it's not full of scouts or something. So yeah, all good. First of all, got to drop into Gill Creek. Gill Creek's renowned as being a bit of a leech infested kind of place. So there's a couple of little spots down at the creek where I'm not even sure my tent would fit anyway. But there's a fire track just above the creek on this side. I think I might try and pitch it there. Obviously it's a closed fire track, it runs off this track. All right, I'm going to turn this off because I've got to get over this log. So this would be the spot Chapman describes in his guidebook, suitable for 2 tents. Yeah, it's pretty slopey. The creek's just down there. I think I'm going to have to wade into the blackberries and see if I can shoehorn my tent in down at the creek with the leeches, because I'm not going to sleep real well on this kind of angle. It doesn't look actually that bad from here, but I'll have another look and you'll know soon enough. So this is Gill Creek. It's not raining. Haven't got any leeches on me, or maybe I have got one on me. I've just waded through that. Well, it was just calf deep. But look what I found. I'll go with this. For those of you who wonder why I've carried the inner and I've only used it once, it's for places like this. I don't want to be asleep under my tent and covered in leeches, so I'll be using it down here for sure. It's going to be a peaceful night down there though. So here's a shot for those that think I never use the inner. The inner's in, and guess what? I think, judging by that blood, I've been bitten by a leech already. Either that or a blackberry. So I'll have to clean that up before I go to bed tonight. I might sign off now actually. Okay, I'm down here in the leech-filled valley of Gill Creek. I walked about 24 and a half, I think it was today, maybe 25. Climbed about 1,200 metres again. The old trails dropped the cog again as usual, a couple of times. So whatever the slide says, you'll have to add on a little bit onto that. Camping down here at Gill Creek is, Chapman suggests camping up on that rough four-wheel drive track, but there's nothing up there. It's all too slopey. There's a spot for one decent sized tent down the bottom here that's reasonably flat, and there's another very slopey spot. So if you one tent, you're on your own. But if you want to brave the leeches, the trouble is from between Mount Wills and Taylor's Crossing, there's not a lot, and that's a big haul in a day. So yeah, you got to find somewhere to camp. Used to camp at 4 Mile, and you still can camp at 4 Mile, but you're right beside the road there. All right, the track down from the top, Morass Creek this morning, it was a bit of an ordeal getting out of it. It's okay, but it's pretty vague. I gave a miss to the Mitta track, which sounds good because I did see those ladies that were getting a lift around by some workers in a four-wheel drive because they'd tried the track and got lost. So I might have dodged a bullet there. And then the drop down from the top up here down to Gill Creek. Look, there's a track, it's followable, but it's getting pretty scrubby. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm heading for Mount Wills, and they're predicting snow tomorrow night, so we'll see how that goes, or tomorrow afternoon. All right, take it easy.